Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As always, leaving a like, leaving a comment, or subscribing. All of these things are very much appreciated and do help out with the channel. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Crypto insights firm Santiment says that deep-pocketed Ethereum investors have started aggressively accumulating Ether after 4 months of inactivity. The market intelligence firm says that whales holding between 1,000 and 10,000 Ethereum have suddenly added a combined 142,000 Ether, worth around $407 million at the time of writing. That's insane. The accumulation spike comes after a nearly 4-month-long stagnation period dating back to the end of last year. They said Ethereum's key stakeholders are showing some accumulation, adding 142,000 more Ether to their bags in just 10 days after a long dump. Going back to mid-December, this is the most sustained level of accumulation we've seen in over 4 months. And there's a little chart right there as well. If you remember, we had news at the beginning of last week, somewhere around there, that apparently since Bitcoin fell below the $40,000 level, there's been a massive amount of Bitcoin accumulation also taking place. This news began to come out when we had news before the Fed rate hike and all that other kind of stuff was going to be happening. That apparently once we hit lower levels, blah, 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 blah. But apparently the accumulation began to really pick up once we dipped in price. As whales, I assume, see these prices as a very good entry point for the market. Still, no one knows, at least at the time of me making this video, where things are going to be going or exactly how low or how high prices are going to be. But there's still a lot of positive sentiment in the cryptocurrency space. I don't know why my voice got so high there. In the cryptocurrency space. And I tend to myself try to at least look for information when it comes to whales and actual accumulation, just to see how much is actually being picked up, because regardless of what prices may currently be or have been, I think the actual accumulation numbers are the most important part. Yeah, that's the sentiment. That's 10 days, $400 million. That's it's kind of insane. Anyway, that's the Ether news. And yeah, let's move on. Also in news, Vaneck, the global investment management firm headquartered in New York, is launching 1,000 community NFTs this week to showcase the real-world utility of NFTs. The initial pre-reveal airdrop, there's always like a white list and then a white list and then a pre-list drop, is scheduled or happened on the 5th of May. I assume those are for the most people. The NFTs will be launched on Ethereum, unsurprising, and in partnership with New Momo, a premier global creative NFT agency based in South Korea. Here we go. The community NFT project will trace the journey of a fictional character. His name is Hammy, modeled after Alexander Hamilton, a founding father of the United States. Hammy will explore the past, present, and future of monetary policy and encounter characters that assist him in his missions. That's a lot for me to do. Furthermore, each of the holders of the Vaneck Community NFT will have access to a variety of special benefits based on the category of NFT they hold, which may include early access to Vaneck's digital asset research, exclusive invitations to in-person and virtual events, and much more. Matthew Bartlett, Vaneck Community NFT co-founder, further explained how the NFT's function would be. He said, "We've designed the Vaneck Community NFT to function like a digital membership card, providing NFT holders with exclusive access to a wide range of events. digital asset research, and the insights of an inclusive community of digital asset enthusiasts and investors. This might be the weirdest news we've gotten in a very long time. A lot of companies have been getting into the NFT space, but I think none as weird as this. Isn't I'm pretty sure, no, Vaneck is like an asset holding company, assets under management, billions of dollars, all these other things. One of the really big things floating over the cryptocurrency space in the NFT space in the last year or so is this idea of like interoperability and usage, and like what are the other things that it can be used for. If you pay attention to a number of other major cryptocurrency NFT projects that are out there, I keep saying crypto. Basically, there's rumors floating around. It's kind of the idea like with the Bored Ape Yacht Club. You buy the ape, you get airdropped ape coin. You use the ape coin to buy the land. The land maybe has another NFT character on top of it. You use that character to access it. So it's kind of these always, the next step in actually holding all of these things. I think this will take off. I think there probably are a lot of people who would love to be in early access Vaneck meetings or situations, or if you have access to like major events that Vaneck is throwing every single year, I'm pretty sure those would also do very well. I think was it here? No, I think it was on maybe the other one somewhere around here. I don't remember. Apparently they're going to be like multiple levels of all these things, and we will definitely hear about when this launches, how popular it's going to be, how many people have bought them. I think there's no word on how much they're going to cost. I would assume 1,000. Apparently it's going to be a giveaway. Look at that. So interesting. Let's see how it works out. I think it's kind of smart. And I wish other companies would kind of do the exact same thing, but we'll see as time goes on. We'll see how popular this one actually is. All right. What was that? That's the Vaneck. It's going to be launching their own NFT collection news. And yeah, let's move on. Also in kind of news, not really. The website Crypto announced that it plans on phasing out their staking rewards and slashing the cashback rates of their Visa cards on the 1st of June. The move has sent the community into dismay, with many now questioning the whole viability of the card product itself and the company's health. One of the crypto space's favorite prepaid cards is getting a downgrade, and nobody's happy about it. In a Sunday blog post, crypto exchange and service provider Crypto announced that it would be cutting the staking and cashback rewards of its Visa-backed prepaid cards in changes due to take effect on the 1st of June. Whereas under the old program, cardholders could gain anywhere between 1 to 8% in crypto coin cashback rewards, depending on their card's tier level. With the new changes, the rates have been slashed to 0 for the first two tiers, and 0.5%, 1%, and 2% for the two top three tiers. Before the latest changes, you had to nearly have $500,000 worth of this token to be able to get 8%, which seems like a lot. However, the website is phasing out the staking rewards entirely with the new changes, leaving out only the significantly reduced non-staking benefits. Apparently, they had like 9 levels. There was a jade green, a royal indigo, a frosted rose gold, icy white, and obsidian card holders. That seems so convoluted and so unnecessary. Just have numbers. So within the cryptocurrency space, for those of you who are unaware, there are a lot of coins and programs that offer staking. The idea being that in the future, staking is kind of going to be this gigantic thing that everyone's going to want to get into. Same exact thing with Ethereum and Cardano, the entire whole story, passive income kind of coins. A lot of these coins, a lot of these programs, I don't know this one in particular, have rates of like 4%, 8%. I've seen some that have like 12%. There are other reward staking programs. Some of them have like 25%. Like, these numbers are not sustainable. I don't think people understand how these things should work. The higher numbers are meant to incentivize you to actually get in there. Part of the problem is within the cryptocurrency space, people don't understand these incentives to kind of get you into the actual space and using their coin. because these numbers are not sustainable forever. It's the same exact thing if you are into stocks. You know that the bigger, larger stocks tend to have a dividend rate of roughly around 1 to maybe 3% for the larger stocks. The other smaller stocks will have a dividend rate of around 9%, 11, 18%. That's to incentivize you to buy their stock. The company needs money. And once they have enough money, in order to be able to put their extra money back into the actual company to further its growth, they lower these rates. You cannot and will not have an 8% rate forever. It's just not possible. The same exact way there are many stable coins that offer these 18, 19, 21% yearly returns. These coins will eventually disappear because you cannot inflate something by 18% every single year and go, well, it's going to be around for the next 50 years. So I think a lot of the dismay has to be with the fact that people get into this market once again and never do any kind of research and just assume that, hey, dude, look at the return I'm getting. You're not getting that. Yeah, these things don't last forever, especially if you look at the fine print. I don't know for crypto, but a lot of times it's written there like, hey, these will be a decreasing rate because this number cannot last forever. We cannot give you 18, 19, 20% for the rest of eternity. The money also has to go back into the company. People also have to be paid. There's whatever. You kind of get the point. So this was very popular news. A lot of people were quite annoyed about this, and people were writing online, well, I see no reason to hold the card, and they're going to try and go to another company who they also see has a very high rate, and then in 2 years, their rate's also going to go back down, and people are going to be very, very upset because that's how it always goes. So yeah, the coin apparently went down by 17% when the news was released. Please do research. It's really, really, really not that difficult. It's just how things are. If you've ever been into stocks, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Even the larger companies, you have a fairly high dividend rate. It lowers, but it remains consistent as the company continues to get larger. You want to look for a consistently growing dividend rate as opposed to one that starts off at 23%. That's not how finance works. Alrighty. Let's move on. Also in the news, here's something that really didn't make popular news, and I thought it was quite interesting. Telegram users can now send and receive Ton coin directly within the application's chats, according to a tweet by the Open Network Foundation or the Ton Foundation. Side note, I do not and am not on Telegram. I am not on Instagram. I am not on any other gram thing that's kind of out there. I make videos on YouTube, and I post them on Twitter and on Facebook. Just the links. So a lot of people keep asking me, hey, TMI, I saw you message me about something and sending you money. Nope, that's not me. Definitely not me. Tell them to go fudge themselves because it is not me. I am not on these platforms and probably never will be. In addition to the Ton coin support, users can also purchase Bitcoin via the software's bot system. Does anyone remember this? You had to have been here since around 2017. The ability to send and receive cryptocurrency using Telegram is now possible using the Ton Foundation's Ton coin. Sending digital currency via third-party applications tethered to Telegram was possible before. However, this is the first time Ton coin will be available since Telegram settled with the US SEC back in June of 2020. The SEC filed a case against Telegram in October 2019 over their Ton coin project. You had to have been there back then. It was a terrible time. The US SEC, as they are now, was even crazier back then. Their idea is that anything that mimics or looks remotely like not only a security, but also the US dollar needs to be controlled. It was Telegram, it was Kick with their Kin coin, and there was another coin. This came after in 2018 or 2000, I think it was 2019. Facebook announced that they were going to be creating their own digital currency that would mimic the US dollar or the euro, on a one-to-one kind of basis. the very next day, regulators lost their minds. The idea was people would start using this over the US dollar, and I'm sure that they were absolutely correct. There was even a chart that Facebook showed. It was 30 companies who had unsecretly signed with them behind the scenes, who were getting ready to say, hey, we're also here to use the Libra coin. You can use it in Uber. You can use it in this, the Starbucks. You can't, the list kind of went on. The idea basically being the same exact way that we've talked about stable coins before. Why would I use the US dollar when I could use a stable coin that's getting me 6% on my money yearly? That's kind of the idea. There were rumors that Facebook had even partnered with a couple of countries. And the idea was that they were like, hey, we will help you build your infrastructure. Same exact way that China is doing to Africa right now. Look into that. We will help you build your infrastructure in exchange for you using this coin, allowing it to be legal or maybe even legal tender. Who knows? And some of that news got leaked out. Regulators lost their minds because Facebook overnight would have become the largest bank on the planet. I think it was it 3 billion users? No other bank has 3 billion users, but Facebook does. And they would all have access to a Facebook bank account, essentially. A couple of weeks later, regulators, the US SEC, went after every single project that even looked remotely like Facebook, a social media type of platform that had their own coin coming out, and Ton was one of them. And that's why I tell all of you so many times that, we need the Ripple lawsuit that they have against the US SEC back and forth, whatever, to go in Ripple's favor, because the SEC is going to attack every single coin if they win. So I think this is major news simply because this was completely slammed down into the ground. They found a way to revive it, and now on Telegram, you can send crypto back and forth. That's extremely significant for a company who was attacked a couple of years ago by the US SEC. A lot of these companies completely fell into obscurity. And rightfully, of course you would. Like, you wouldn't want to have to deal with all of this again. So there not only is a Ton coin, but also, you can purchase Bitcoin and I assume send it through their network as well. How very fascinating. At least I find it this way. It's interesting to see these projects years later. Yeah. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, and or supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.